Another great truth about this idea of popularity in the online world is that people don't always like your content because they think that your content's good. A lot of the time, people will like your content out of pity because they feel sorry for you. Because they feel sorry for you that you've written something dreadful and that you must be so embarrassed about it having it out in the public sphere that they want like to convince you that it's good or something like this. And I found this out the hard way because I've written perhaps like and poetry is a good example of this. A lot of terrible poetry on the internet will receive huge numbers of likes because the audience feels sorry for the person who's written the poems. And this has happened to me before. You know, I had a poetry WordPress at one point. I noticed that I could put out absolutely anything at all and it would receive 10 likes or something of that nature. But then, even worse than that, I started noticing that the more mawkish, saccharine, schmaltzy, or otherwise kind of contrived, bland, unoriginal, or otherwise shit poem, it would actually do better by a substantial margin than anything good that I'd written. Because if you think about the emotions like that are hitting the people who are pressing the like buttons on poetry on the internet, and by the way, the only people really reading your poetry on the internet are other poets. This is about the sort of the worst sort of audience you could possibly hope to have for your poetry. If you think about like their reactions to something that is good, and this is how I've come to judge how good all my work is online at this point. If they don't like it, it's probably good, or it's probably worthwhile if it's unpopular, because they're envious of it. And that's just the truth. Like, people do not want you to be successful. People don't want you to be successful in life. They won't like something that's actually that has promise, because they don't want it to be successful because they envy it. If it's something crap, they'll like it out of pity. You know, they'll give you the pity likes for it because they know it won't be successful anyway. That's the issue. So when it comes to like human behavior on the internet and trying to figure out what's really popular and what really isn't, like, it's actually a fucking minefield, because things get popular online for all sorts of different reasons, or they get liked online for all sorts of different reasons, and trying to crack the enigma of the human behavior behind a lot of things, behind a lot of human online behavior and liking content, like, yeah, it's really rather thorny and difficult. And very often, yeah, like schmaltzy, mawkish crap will like bubble up to the top and sit upon the top and fester, while good stuff just like falls into obscurity, and no one notices it and no one cares. This is true. It is the truth. It's the truth of writing in the 21st century. To be good as a writer nowadays, you've got to be a crap writer. You've got to be unoriginal. You've got to be writing something hackneyed and that fits a comfortable mold that people are happy with. You can't be controversial and good and hope to be successful. I don't think. You can't write quality and hope to be successful. You've got to write crap.